www.thegreatwhitebrotherhood.org.
Gravity and dark matter. Question. Dear Bob, being a PhD physicist/university lecturer senior researcher, I would like to kindly ask if your spiritual guides could elaborate on the following. 1. Is the main force of the universe, regarding, example, the formation of galaxies, or cluster of galaxies, electromagnetic or gravitational? 2. Is quantum gravity a wrong or right way to turn to, in order to understand just a bit of the universe? 3. Does dark matter exist, or is it just a human, unrealistic perception, so we need to look into a different way? Answer to question 1. This is not something one can answer, in a few words. The truth of the matter is, that all that exists in any area, any dimension of our multiverse, or any other multiverse for that matter, is a point of life, a singularity. Now, life, in its basic sense, is a form of vibration. It was described in the Bible as the Word, but that was because simple peasant people would not have understood vibration. So, we start off with a singularity, vibrating at a certain frequency. We could call this electric, but that would not be exactly true. The vibration we mentioned is actually a spiritual force, created by the force we call God. Now, we do realize that science sometimes confuses spiritual forces with religion, and, quite rightly, rejects religion, but, at the same time, rejects spiritual. The problem is, that there is no word in the English language that accurately describes spiritual, because, in truth, all that exists in science, is closely connected to spiritual forces, and thus the two, science and spiritual forces, go hand in hand, one being a different way of describing the other, and are not opposing forces. Then we have to understand, that all that exists in our reality, is illusion. There is, in reality, one tiny point, we call a singularity, and that creates something we call consciousness, which, in turn, creates the illusion of all that we see, or that science studies. We hope you will realize, that we have just touched on trying to answer your question, and that we could fill books trying to explain fully, what you ask. So, we hope you will forgive us, if we say that the main force of the universe is a vibration, just one vibration, and that anything that science tries to measure, is actually illusion. One cannot understand science, until one develops within oneself, the level of spirituality necessary to understand how life is. So, the force that draws matter together to create planets, or galaxies, is actually consciousness, as quantum physics is trying to puzzle out. Therefore, the main force of the universe is neither electromagnetic, nor gravitational. It is consciousness, creating illusion, and illusion is what science studies. Answer to question 2. We have answered this in question 1. Answer to question 3. Dark matter is, in a way, very similar to antimatter. To keep life in balance, there has to be illusionary matter, and thus illusionary antimatter. Equally, dark matter is the opposite to matter. We imagine matter to exist, so we need, to keep life in balance, the opposite, which we call dark matter. Now, we explained above, that there is actually only one frequency. This is true. But, when illusion is created, we need to create multiple vibrational states, to create what we call matter. It is all illusion, but appears real. Within this false reality, everything vibrates to separate frequencies, you vibrate at a frequency, and I at another. But, life always needs to be in balance, so, for every object vibrating at frequencies we can see or measure, there are an equal number of objects vibrating at frequencies we cannot see. This is dark matter.
Thank you for watching this video lesson. Please visit www.thegreatwhitebrotherhood.org for more lessons and free downloadable books.